Hello friends, welcome to Obsessed with Katty and Christy. This is week number 1 and we are working with the Maggie Holmes open book collection. This is my 66 process video titled My Story. This is the sketch that we're following by Amaryllis Doria. Beautiful sketch, and this is a layout that I created for this week. Now the papers that you saw at the beginning in the intro were the papers that we're working with this week. We are working with, like I said, the open book collection by Maggie Holmes, and what we're gonna do is each week we're gonna pick a set of papers, 4 or 5 papers that we both want to work with, and then Christy and I are gonna follow the same sketch with the same papers and create a layout. Each of us are gonna create a layout. Now the twist is that Christy has the 12 by 12 paper pad and I have the 6 by 6 paper pad, so our layouts are obviously gonna be very different. Having said that, I have no 12 by 12 papers. So what I did was I pulled another paper pad that I had, which is the flea market, and I pulled these papers from the flea market. And I believe that the whole paper that I'm using is from the DIY shop, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's not flea market. It's the crepe paper DIY shop. So it's all crepe paper, but it's not the open book. But I have to get creative because I don't have a 12 by 12, and I didn't want to just use a white background for this layout. So these are all crepe paper, but these are from flea market and from DIY shop. So I'm taking that paper from the DIY shop, which has a really pretty watercolor effect on it, which you can totally do, make it yourself, something similar with watercolors. So it's really, really cool. And I'm just ripping the edges, and then I'm just backing it all on a white piece of paper, just to make it all a bit more sturdy. And then this sketch has a bunch of tears and rips around it, which is what I really liked about it, because Maggie Holmes is known for her vintage style and very pretty vintage florals and all that. So I thought this sketch was perfect. And right now I'm just kind of ripping things apart. I'm using the tip of my brush to kind of curl those edges of that paper. So I'm going to ink the whole thing, and I am going to ink most of the things on the page because I think it does give it kind of a more cohesive look, even though the papers match. This paper that I use is pretty neutral. The back is pinks, which there's a lot of pink in my layout, so that matches perfectly. So yeah, and then I'm going to adhere everything, this whole paper down. And then here are the 4 papers we are working with this week. It's the yellow sort of big chevron pattern, the pink and yellow little tiny hearts, the green polka dots, and the green floral, the green paper which has that pink floral and pink and yellow floral on it. This collection, this sketch also calls for a doily or something along that. Doily is what we're using, and I don't know if Chris is going to use these doilies. We both have the same doilies. These are from American Crafts doilies, so I don't know if she's using them as well, but not American Crafts. Well, yeah, Studio Calico doilies. So I'm just backing my photo now with some gray cardstock to make it pop a little bit more, because those papers are all, a little bit busy, so I wanted to make sure my photo popped. And then I am going to cut down my papers, and I am going to kind of save everything to try to kind of get the most out of these, because again, I only have the 6 by 6, so I have to get creative with this. But it's fun. It's a lot of fun, and Christy and I are so excited about this because this collection is a collection that we both absolutely love, and we didn't have it, either of us, until recently. So I said, Christy, let's do this. Let's use this collection, and I think it's just an awesome way to get the collection used up, because it's so pretty. It might just sit there if I don't use it now. So that's what we're doing, and we're hoping to get a ton of layouts done with this. So stay tuned, because it's gonna be a little series we're gonna have going on. So stay tuned, and who knows, we'll see what collection we use next. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. So right now I'm just kind of layering papers and cutting my little papers down to try to save and use as much as I can. In the end, which I don't record, I did have a few little strips of paper, like little scraps, on my desk. So I did kind of tuck them in here and there. So in the still shots, in the end, you're going to see maybe a few papers that weren't placed during my video. And that's just because I said, you know what, I don't want to save these scraps because they were small and I don't want to throw them away. So I just kind of found a home for them. So I did that. And so you're going to see that in the still shots in the end. I also do add some little red glitter hearts, which you don't see in the video either. And those are just Michael's little glitter hearts, like the enamel hearts, like enamel dots, but hearts from Michael's. So I do add a few of those because one of the flowers I used had red glitter on it, and I thought I didn't have anything red on there, so I used those. And it's not really a red, it's like a fuchsia, not a fuchsia, like a, I don't know what you call that color. It's a very dark pink, is what it is. So I think that's all I do off camera. I just add little bits and pieces of scraps here and there, and I add the little hearts. Pretty sure that's all I do. So yeah, so right now I'm just working on that bottom area, which is kind of has strips of papers going along. And since obviously I don't have a 12 by 12, I have to, you know, kind of match up two pieces and get them on there. So yeah, this is fun. This is definitely a challenge, but it's a lot of fun. And I'm so excited for this. And it's fun to get creative with the paper and just kind of, you know, do things. And so it's fun. So yeah, again, just working on layering. That's all I'm doing right now. I could have like cut this a bit, but I didn't want to because I mean it's part of the process, and you know, and you see me kind of cutting into paper and you know, so it's fun. So I really enjoyed this. And then I'm backing this paper on some dark gray as well, because I think dark gray, you know, or black even, but with this collection I wanted dark gray. It's a great way to like make your papers stand out, you know, from one another, especially when you have busy patterns. I think it's a really great way to make it kind of pop, you know, so that's what I did, and it was really cool. And then in the end, one of the things that I do right here, you're going to see that I kind of leave that dark gray area on the top because I'm placing these two pieces alongside the picture. So I will cover up those dark gray areas because they bother me. I started working on my layout, and I said, you know what, that's really bothering me, so I do take some strips of paper and cover that up, which you guys will see in the still shots in the end. Again, I really wanted to use those little scraps that I had, so I did that and just added them as finishing touches. So I'm taking the thin cardboard that you guys always see me use, and I'm just backing my photo with it, so I can kind of make that pop off the page a little bit more. And I love this stuff. I mean, you know, you can use like the foam, you know, the foam squares or the dimensional squares or circles, or you know, whatever you have. It's the same thing, but I mean, I always figure, you know what, I have this stuff, it's free because I get it at work, so I might as well use it. And if I were to use enamel dots to pop up that picture, I mean, how many enamel dots would I have to use? You know, I mean, I can't just use 4 or 5 because that's a pretty, there's a bunch of papers stacked up behind it, and they're not all, you know, the same size. And so, I mean, I would have had to use a ton of little foam squares or foam dots. So my thin cardboard is awesome, always works out for me. So so you know what, as long as I have it, I'm gonna use it. So yeah, so right now I opened up the floral and the ephemera pack, which I hadn't opened because I was really dying to, but I didn't. And I really love the florals, they're so pretty. So this is awesome. I really like. I'm just going through them and just kind of picking florals that kind of match or that I like for this, and I'm gonna kind of overdo it with the florals, but hey, I hadn't opened it. This was literally the first time I opened this, so I was so excited to see all of them and to use all of them. So I think I made them work. So you guys let me know if I overdid it on the florals. I don't know. I think they look okay. So So yeah, another challenge which is really cool in this case is that Christy and I both have boys. So it's not like we have a bunch of girly pictures, and this is a very girly girl collection because it's mostly based around florals. So yeah, so it's kind of a challenge for us. But I mean, I have pictures of my niece, which I can scrapbook, and I mean, I would scrapbook pictures of my boys. I really don't care, you know. I got over the whole boys, you know, I can't do pink layouts for boys, you know, who cares? It's my layout, and, you know, I mean, they're boys, and it doesn't matter. So I really don't, I got over that, so it's okay. But, you know, I mean, we could scrapbook pictures of ourselves and our significant others, and, you know, and we'll see. You guys will see what we come up with as we go along. So so yeah, again, stay tuned for that, and make sure you guys watch Christy's video because her video is going to be up today too. So make sure you watch it. I will put a link below to Christy's channel so you guys can check her out as well, and check out her video because it's going to be on today as well. So we're always going to post on the same day so you guys can get kind of both layouts and both perspectives on these papers and this collection. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. So we'd love to hear what you guys think about the series. You know, if you guys have any comments or questions, concerns, anything, let us know. We'd love to hear from you guys. So definitely, this is gonna be a lot of fun. So I can't wait. I'm excited to. I can't wait to get into the next paper set that we have, and you know, create that so I can share that with you guys very soon. So yeah, so I'm just going now through my little chipboard, 12 by 12 chipboard pack, or I should say chipboard page, and I'm picking out the My Story. Oh my gosh, I struggled so much to get that off of that because it's right in the center, so it was so hard to get it off. But I did it. And then I was just kind of struggling with, do I want it on the side, do I want it on the top? So I'm going to go back and forth a little bit on this. I leave it there for now, but then I do kind of go back and forth with it. But in the end, I leave it there up top. I think that's where it looks best. And then I do use little foam squares to pop up the title. Then I wanted to use this sort of wreath, and I place one part on the top, and then I'm going to place the other part on the bottom. And that's just a white little wreath, and it has little like little pink leaves on it, so it's really cute. So yeah, just kind of putting the finishing touches. I'm pretty much almost done with this. I'm just taking some of those embellishments and just adding some here and there. I don't think it needed too much embellishing because it was just really, you know, it was already had a lot going on. So okay, maybe I had already decided to put my title there. I don't remember. I remember fussing with it a lot. Maybe I didn't move it too much, but I was just very indecisive on where I wanted to place that title. And that's a very creative title, by the way. It's just, it was there, and I liked it, and it looked good, and I needed to bring more pink up, so to the top, so it was perfect. So I'm happy with it. That's it. I'm not known for creative titles, so yeah, so I'm just popping that up because since my photo was popped up and I wanted it to kind of overlap on the photo, you know, if I stuck it down, it was gonna look awkward. So that's why I'm popping it up. That's why you see me doing that. And that little tag that I tucked in on top, which I'm gonna put some twine through right now, I will journal on that. Just very simple journaling, just explaining that was my niece's baptism, and the date is what I'll put on it. So that is it, you guys. This is my layout. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys check out Christy's video. I'll put her link below to her channel so you guys can check her out. She's Christy's Beautiful Life here on YouTube. And if you guys have any questions or anything, please let us know. We love to hear from you guys, and let us know what you think about this new series. Thank you for watching, and have a great day. Bye-bye.